DeFi Kingdoms, where to go from here? Hey everyone and welcome to another video. I originally planned to publish another video with 8 more tools to help you become an expert at DeFi Kingdoms, but this doesn't seem to be the right time since, as many of you know, we've got a situation on our hands here. I figured instead of doing my weekly Let's Talk Markets, might as well give you my thoughts on the entire situation. Let's first quickly recap what we know so far. There was an exploit in DFK where people could use multiple wallets with miners to massively increase the minings of their locked jewels. If I read correctly, up to 3000 jewels per day per wallet. This was known for at least since January. People could vote on a proposal to fix the exploit. People, including me, did, thinking it all got sorted out, but apparently nothing happened after that. On the 28th, someone came into the Discord explaining that they kept telling the team that this exploit was still going on and that it was increasing with time. Up to 1000 extra jewels per hour at minimum was being unlocked and dumped on the market. In my opinion, that number doesn't really add up, and it was way more, but that's just speculating. After more and more people were asking questions, it finally got addressed, and within 6 hours a fix was implemented to stop this. After this announcement, the tavern got flooded with miners, almost dropping the floor price by 50%, and at the same time some big whales started liquidating their holdings. Whether those were the ones that used the exploit or they were big players that didn't like what they heard is unknown. Instead of perhaps expecting that this exploit being stopped should have had a good reaction since less jewel could be sold, the price of jewel, crystal, gold, pretty much everything cratered. Investors and players didn't like what they heard. Honestly, myself included. If I talk for myself, I didn't really mind the price drop the last weeks. Okay, no one likes it, but I figured it was people FOMOing for the crystal launch and now figuring out that it would take some time. But the selling pressure was tremendous, giving people the idea that perhaps this has been a bigger problem than the team was telling us. And what makes it a bit suspect is the fact that only after an outrage was brewing, the team was able to fix it within hours. Takeaways are that the team did not respond to an actual vote. The price perhaps tanked more than it should have due to extra jewel coming onto the market. You can say, well, whether it comes on the market now or later doesn't really matter. Well, it does. Don't forget that it would have been way more gradual, not getting so much pressure at the same time. Plus, these entities knew exactly what they were doing. There were bots and groups taking advantage of this exploit. In combination with FuckSwap escrow, they were able to buy massive amounts of locked jewel from other people that didn't know about this exploit, essentially buying it on the cheap and immediately using the mining exploit to sell it on the markets for the current unlocked jewel price at 5 to 10x the price they bought the locked jewels for. Add in that the team only started stopping it when more and more people started to raise concerns, and I more than understand that people are now having some trust issues with the team, me included. Again, I didn't care about the price going lower since the price was pushed up too much for the Crystal Veil release. But now knowing that since January this exploit was known by the team, we voted on fixing it, and they didn't take the time to fix it is not a good look. And it's a fucking shame, excuse my French. If this was fixed or made a priority the moment we voted on it, this all would not have happened. And it also raises the concern that they let us vote but not take it seriously at all. Even worse, and this is all just speculation, conspiracy theory bullshit, but people now start thinking that people working at DFK because they knew, or at a lesser extent allowed it to not piss off some whales. On the other hand, if you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, the team knew it was there but didn't think it was too much of an issue. Busy with creating their own blockchain and pressured by community to come up with new things, pushed it aside as non-essential. In the response Frisky said, it would have had big implications on the contract itself. However, I reckon the implications now are way bigger. So where does this leave us? Well, for me personally, I sold a good part the moment I read in the Discord about the breach not being addressed yet, after making sure that it wasn't just some FUD. And that kinda breaks my heart because I only recently started with this channel, focusing on GameFi with DFK being one of the pillars of the channel. Just an FYI, I have 2 more videos ready to upload, but it isn't the time to release them. And I also don't feel comfortable promoting this project when there's still some things not totally clear. The fact that a fix could have been implemented within 6 hours can speak highly of the team's competence, but also shows the neglect for the everyday investor, in favor of a handful of whales with the sole intention to extract value from the project, while letting the smaller guy see his investment dwindle. The team is always praising the community and how important they are, but their actions don't show it. And those points have me scratching my head. This was, and perhaps still is, one of those projects where I just had that feeling that it has all the promises to become a legendary start to the new GameFi era. But when the team doesn't look out for their players and is solely focused on some big money, then it's doomed to fail. The community makes or breaks this project. You need hundreds of thousands, if not millions of small fish to make this work. Not a handful of whales that obviously don't care about the gaming part but just want to get some gains from it. Besides that, GameFi projects are popping out left and right. The trust and confidence people had in the team is downgraded by a factor that will be hard to replenish. Like I said, I sold a good chunk of what I had in the project when I learned about this over a day ago, more or less with the intention to only buy back when there was more clarity. The given announcements by the team so far only show them kinda giving themselves a pat on the back that they managed to fix it, but in no way showing regrets of not making this a priority even after we had to vote on it. It's more or less, yeah, shit, too many people were complaining, so now we had to address it. It's not a good look. I sincerely hope the team will manage this, and it's up to them to get their credits back, and I'll be following the saga. The new videos will be placed online, also because I spent a good time to make them and they are designed to help new players with the game. After that, it all remains to be seen. These kind of actions cannot be repeated anymore or the trust will be vanished. That's it for now. It may be a bit negative, but it is what it is. Please let me know your thoughts though. Am I missing something? Is it overblown? Are you done with the project? Comment so we can discuss. Until the next, thanks for watching and have a great day.